Ladies and gentlemen, this is Maestro Paul Geraci, fencing master with the USFCA and the International Academy of Arms at the 2022 Ascalon Sword Festival. We are about to see the gold medal bout for the Y10 Women's Foil event. On the left, we have Samyuta Mummaneni from the Renaissance Fencing Club, and on the right, we have Sienna Sullivan from Columbus Fencing and Fitness. And our fencing official is about to bring the competitors to on guard. It appears that we have to do some tests on the weapons first to make sure they're legal. She's putting a weight on the weapon. The weapon actually has to support the weight, and if it does not, it means the tip is light. And so to be fair, both fencers have to be able to depress that point with a certain amount of weight, and they test the weapons. They seem to be working fine, and we're ready to go. And the fencing begins. Mummaneni coming forward with the attack. It's off target. Fencers are on guard. They start again. Mummaneni attacks. It's parried, and Sullivan takes over the attack, but it's parried and riposted at the last minute by Mummaneni, who scores her first point. In this case, Miss Sullivan is going to ask for a video replay. She thought she had control of the blade, and I will say it was pretty close. So they're going to review on the replay system on who had the final blade control. Foil being a conventional weapon. Whoever has control of the blade, or whoever starts the action first, has the right to score. And here comes the call. And it's a reversal of call. The referee reverses her decision, and it is going to be a touch for Miss Sullivan. Sullivan had the blade control, and therefore she gets the point. 1 fencing 0. Sullivan comes forward, it's parried. Riposte is no. Both fencers square off. Sullivan lunges, parry, riposte, and counter parry riposte for Sullivan. Sullivan scoring her second point. 2 fencing 0. Both fencers coming forward. Long lunge by Sullivan is parried, but the riposte does not land. Mummaneni coming forward slowly. Long attack by Sullivan. Mummaneni comes forward. Big attack. Parry riposte. A series of parry ripostes. They need to change the line or make the disengage after the parry. And there's a beat disengage by Sienna Sullivan. That's, I think, what they really need to do, is just to change that line. And that beat disengage will beat Olympic competitor as well as novice fencer. Just that simple act of changing the line. Mummaneni pressing forward now. And there's a counter riposte from Mummaneni, but it lands off target. She has to hit the torso to earn that touch. Mummaneni coming forward. And Sullivan finds the blade, comes forward on her own. Mummaneni's point lands off target. Mummaneni coming forward again, trying to engage the blade, but Sullivan removing it. This time Sullivan's coming forward, but it's in vain. Mummaneni makes her first touch, and she is on the board. 1 fencing 3. A long attack by Sullivan. It's parried and a riposte by Mummaneni, but it lands off target. Another long attack by Sullivan. It's parried. Mummaneni ripostes, but can't seem to get it on the target. There's a beat attack. It's parried. Riposte is no. Okay, and we have several attacks there that sort of slide off. They're not able to get it with the point. I think they crossed that distance where it was really hard to make a hit. And I think Sullivan maybe missed an opportunity. She kind of looked back at the scoring box. And Mummaneni comes forward, but she gets stuck with a counterattack by Sullivan, and that's going to be 4-1. And that blade is bent into all different kinds of directions. And Sullivan's coach comes out to help straighten the blade. And now the fencers are off again. 1 fencing 4. First period of Y10 women's foil gold medal bout. And there's a riposte by Mummaneni, and it is off target. Fencers reset. Here we go again. Mummaneni coming forward slowly. That time, Sullivan's trying to riposte. Sullivan looking for the blade control. Mummaneni having a hard time finding the blade. And this time Sullivan finds the blade. She lunges forward, but it's off target. 16 seconds left in the first period. And there's a tackle fair or a beat attack by Sullivan, and that scores the 5th point. Okay, so we take a break at 5 fencing 1. Even though the time did not expire in the first period in the Y10 Youth 10 events, we take a break at the 5-point mark so the fencers have an opportunity to talk with their coaches and learn what they really need to adjust and do in the next period. I think in this case, it looks like Sienna Sullivan keeps retreating, looking for that blade control, and when she gets it, she advances with tempo and tries to make that hit, and that's been working for her. I think Samyuta Mummaneni needs to change up a little bit. It looks like she needs to either attack in a different line or make a disengage with her attack or with her riposte, or if she can find some way to get around the blade, or if she could find some way to engage the blade. It looks like every time she comes forward, Sienna Sullivan is able to find her blade. So we'll see what sort of adjustments Samyuta Mummaneni can make in this second period. We fenced to 10 points. And now we're back to the action. And an advanced lunge by Sullivan. Sullivan makes that patinando in tempo and scores her 6th point. It was so well scored, in fact, that we have to bend that foil back into shape, it looks like. Okay, fencers start again. Mummaneni inching forward again. Probing attack. A series of parry ripostes. Fencers really need to change that line in the middle of that exchange. And that time Mummaneni actually did make a change. She went into the counter 6 line, but it got picked up anyway by Sullivan, who riposted off target. Good idea. And there's a nice attack with disengage by Sullivan off the beat. Very close, very close. Sullivan looking to take the blade and then respond with tempo. And there's a counter riposte by Sullivan, which lands off target. And the attack comes from the left. Samyuta Mummaneni attacks, but it lands off target. There's a attack. It's parried. No riposte. There's another attack, and here comes the riposte. Riposte made with tempo, and it is off target. Just scores the upper arm. Nothing done. Mummaneni coming forward. And there's the long riposte, again off target. Sullivan needs to land that on target. Mummaneni coming forward, pushing Sullivan back to the end. She's at the warning track now. And a counterattack by Sullivan. Boom, it hits, and it is 7-1. Mummaneni has to find a way to get back into this fight. This is for the gold medal in the Y10 women's foil. And there's a delayed attack from Sullivan. It lands off target. Both fencers reset. Here we go. Probing attack from Mummaneni. And now this time, for the very first time, we see Sullivan coming forward. She's stalking forward now, looking for blade control. She gets the blade, she goes, and there's the touch. Sullivan 8, fencing 1. A probing attack by Mummaneni. And a counter riposte by Mummaneni scores her second point. Mummaneni stalking forward. And she's hit in the preparation by Sienna Cullivan's counterattack. It's 9 fencing 2. If Cullivan scores one more point, she'll win the gold medal. And both fencers come together, and I believe the director has ruled a corps à corps, so we start again. Mummaneni inching forward. Cullivan seizes the initiative. Parries, no riposte. Another parry, no riposte. Looking for the right time. Looking for the right time. And there's a beat attack by Cullivan, and that gets her 10th point. And Sienna Cullivan of Columbus Fencing and Fitness wins the gold medal in the Y10 women's foil event.